Holy shit, I'm fucking dying. But you know what? I needed to do this. I cannot wait anymore. This is the only time I'll probably have free time to do this whole time. Let's fucking do this. This is the only thing I have to like represent Marvel. Avengers Endgame. Directed by the Russo brothers, Anthony and Joe Russo. Yes, I know their names so well because I practically look up to them now. Came officially out in April 26th, 2019, but we went to go see April 25th. No, not because we're special rich white boys that have all the money in the world and dad's secretly Donald Trump and probably did some deal with Putin to give us it. We just watched it early. Why did I go so hard with that joke? Finally, the finale to this whole, officially now called by Kevin Feige himself, Infinity Saga, the conclusion to all this incredible MCU, or at least first part of the whole MCU timeline and story that we've grown up with for already 11 years. You remember that I reviewed at the first Avengers, like what, a week ago? Or a few days ago, I think? I don't remember how long it's been. Remember how I talked about 11 years? Yes, 11 years led up to this. I just want people to realize that. I was 6 when the first Iron Man came out. I think. I'm pretty sure. Now let's get into it. So remember last year, let's go back 1 year ago, I reviewed Avengers Infinity War, and I was just overpraising the living shit out of it. And I still hold on to that. It's just, the achievements that it managed to pull off and everything it did successfully and more was just something that blew my mind. Especially that people forget how much work Marvel puts into it and how much they release. They're one of the few companies out there that really managed to balance quality and quantity at a near perfect level. Yeah, and all these 11 years it continued to build up for these two beautiful boys, these beautiful gentlemen who just come and be like, don't worry, I got this. Yeah, Joss Whedon did pretty goddamn amazing with the first one, but you know what? We'll push this to the next level. Just trust me. And then they came out with Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War. And then I never thought you could do this. You could kick ass your first time, and your third time, or second time. How could you do it the fourth time? How do you do it the fourth time? I'm not talking about the Avengers anymore, just their films, period. How do you manage to not just be as good, but honestly, I've really decided, I've analyzed the shit out of them. I watched it a second time today. Russo brothers, what is your secret? I need to know. I want to be a director. My dream is to be a filmmaker. You guys know this is why I love talking about movies. This is why I'm talking about this. How the fuck do you guys do it? The movie wasn't just as good, it was better. Honestly, I've accepted it. It was better. Infinity War is still beautiful. It is near perfect, and I have little to no issues with it. The performances were incredible. The direction, the cinematography, the effects are breathtaking. The score by Alan Silvestri it's just godlike. They were like, you know what? Nah, that movie fucking sucked. Let's just take it to the next level. Let's just take it beyond Mars. Let's go 2001 metaphors here. Let's go beyond Mars with this one. Or beyond Jupiter. I just realized I messed up the quote. This movie doesn't just manage to give us what we wanted and what we were expecting. It subverts our expectations, which is something that I did not expect for it to go for. The only warning, this is probably one of the big spoiler moments, what this movie does so well. When you first start in the beginning, you expect it to be already starting in Civil War real soon, which is, spoiler alert, the epic battle against Thanos to finally get everyone back. That is what is expected. And that's not really a spoiler. It's talked about in the trailers how they want to get everyone back. But then they completely subvert our expectations. And throughout, I'm not going to say how. Obviously, I'm going to try to keep it, once again, as free as possible. Like, the first hour of the movie feels really more like I'm watching an episode of The Walking Dead or playing The Last of Us or watching Mad Max. You really are in, like, this post-apocalyptic wasteland. There's incredible, beautiful, and terrifying shots that we've seen in the trailers already. Of the stadiums in New York, the cities, all being completely empty with no words, no cars, no noise. It's all gone. And throughout the first hour, you just see this snap-ridden world and the post-snap effect of what everything's gone to. And it's such an incredible experience to watch. You don't expect it to go there, but it really does, and it hits you hard. It doesn't just, and I know I've said this already before so many times with the first Avengers, and you can expect me to be sounding like I'm just overpraising it or just like giving it the same respect that I already did with the first ones. It doesn't count anymore because it's been done before technically, but there's still something incredible that has to be mentioned. Even if it's been done before, not that many times to start with the amount of characters they have to handle. If you thought Infinity War had plenty of characters, they went balls to the wall with how much they went through. They had like, what, 40, 50 characters to handle with? Like the big ones in Infinity War, they tripled that. They really, I'm not going to say who is in it and why is there so many. Just get ready for that. There's a lot of people to watch, but you never feel lost in it. You don't feel confused, like, what's going on? What's the matter? I don't understand what's happening. And yeah, even with a 3-hour movie, you don't feel like you're lost. You completely understand what's going on, and you're super into it. You are emotionally charged and excited for everything that can come up and just eager to see what happens next. It's incredible. I can't talk anymore as much as I wish because I know if I talk a little more, I'm going to spoil something. I'm just going to reach the conclusion. They managed to just perfect everything they did with the first one, with the first part of Infinity War. I'm just going to call it, I still consider it that when it was first announced, with the performances, the cinematography, the music, the editing, the effects, while subverting your expectations. Everybody. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., his best performance to date now. I'm sorry. Iron Man, he was still amazing. He's always been incredible, but this is like his Logan. He's proven himself and more. There's a campaign right now to get him to win an Oscar. I completely agree now. Avengers Endgame manages to destroy its last film and beyond. I'm going to give it right now because obviously we don't know the influence this movie is going to have yet. I always keep that in heart because you never know. A 9.5 out of 10, just like Infinity War. I really do. I'm very confident that these films will in the future be some of the most influential films of its time, of our decade at least, because of the achievements that they managed to do and the storytelling they managed to pull off with everything they had with them. I'm so happy that I got to talk about this with you guys, and honestly, movies like this is why I love talking about movies and I want to get into filmmaking. It's stuff like this that gets you so excited. I hope you all really enjoyed the video. What did you think about Endgame? And once again, everybody, warning, obviously, now that I just asked that, a lot of people might be, unfortunately, very dumb and drop some spoilers in the comments. So, just for your safety, don't look at the comments for this time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you really all enjoy this video. As always, yeah, have a good night. See you guys.